Yesterday, we got our very first look at Nintendo Switch 2, but along with that, we also got a look at a brand new game and one of our first Switch 2 games that we've ever even heard about, and that is a brand new Mario Kart. Now, whether this is called Mario Kart 9, Mario Kart 10, or something else completely different entirely, we know a new Mario Kart is on the horizon, finally, after so long. Now, the trailer was extremely short, but it showed us some things that definitely has me scratching my head, and today, we're talking about one of them that could actually become the main mechanic of this Mario Kart game. But real quick before we get started, humongous thank you. I mean, seriously, I know we're all excited for Switch 2, but almost 1,800 brand new subscribers in yesterday alone is phenomenal. And seriously, you guys are just the best. Like I said, soon I'll be doing something special for you guys, but thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's video, leave a like and subscribe. Let's see how many we can get on today's video. Even if we get less than half of that would be insane, but thank you so much, guys, and on to the video. Towards the end of the trailer, we see all the characters race into the background, but to the right is this brand new Yoshi's Burger joint, and it seems to have a drive-thru underneath it with something in the drive-thru lane. It looks to be some type of special brand new item in this game. So I decided to go editing crazy, and for every frame, keep the camera on the item, and this is it in full speed. Of course, it's too wobbly, it's hard to tell, so let's slow it down. Not only that, but I raised the saturation and lowered the exposure to better bring out the colors of the item, which is this orange and yellow aura glowing throughout it, so we can see a lot better what this actually is. Now, a lot of people had a theory that this could be a wonder seed or a wonder flower. Clearly this isn't a flower, and this doesn't seem to be a wonder seed either. Now, whatever this is seems to have a face. It has two eyes and what looks like to be a mouth. It could kind of resemble the wonder seed, as the curvature at the bottom could make it look like it has a smiley face, but it doesn't have any type of leaf at the top. It doesn't even look like to be in a circular nature. It almost looks like a cube of some sort. Also, a wonder seed wouldn't make a lot of sense because it's not the seed that actually changes up the environment and adds all the wacky things in the overworld. It's the wonder flower. The wonder seed is just what you collect from the wonder event. So yeah, that wouldn't really do anything to the track. And after further inspection, I think it's clear that this actually looks like a lunch bag. It actually has a cube base that comes up into a folded top, and you can even see where the top of the bag is crinkled over. You can see two eyes and a mouth on the front of the bag that actually resembles that of the Nintendo eShop from the 3DS. But yeah, this looks like it could be some type of special fast food bag or something like that. It even has like the colorful aura coming out the top, maybe like the smells of the food. Now this seems to make sense because it's underneath a new burger joint that's owned by Yoshi that's literally called Yoshi's. So what's the deal with this thing anyways? Does this only appear on this map because there's a burger joint? Is there other types of special items depending on the map that you're on? Well, it's hard to tell. I think every theory that anyone's really had could all kind of be true, and let me explain what I mean. For one, I don't think that it needs to be a burger joint. I don't think the main mechanic of this is fast food bags. Not at all. That doesn't even make sense. I'm leaning back to that idea that it could be a special item that's specifically for this track, where each track will have some type of special item somewhere on the course that you have to find, and maybe there's only one of them that spawns in one specific area. For this track, it's a special grocery bag or fast food bag that spawns at Yoshi's. Maybe one of the tracks is around a park outside and there's a special basketball or football that you can pick up that does something special for that track only. And there's another track that maybe has a pit stop with tires, and there's like a, special tire or something that you can pick up that does something specifically for that track. This is something that I actually always wanted, and I know some people might not agree with this, but each and every single track having their own little mechanic that changes that track drastically. For instance, choosing a track goes more than just the layout. It actually has to now be chosen based on the items and stuff that you can actually find within that track, and maybe they all do different things. So I guess what I'm saying is track specific items, but even with that, it seems like this might be even grander than just track-specific items. This looks special. Like, the fact that there's only one sitting here seems like it's something that's very, very unique and definitely worth getting, and might do something more than just simply giving you an item. One thing we know now, since we saw these slots at the beginning of the trailer, is that there can be up to 24 different racers, which is double the amount that we normally have for the first time ever in the series, which means we're also going to have bigger tracks. And if you look at the track, this whole stretch of just highway is so huge. And it isn't just the width of a 2-lane road on each side, it actually stretches beyond it. We can see ramps and traffic barrels blocking the sand section on the left, allowing us to drive even further out there, and we can see a whole section on the right with guardrails out in the desert as well, meaning we'll probably be able to drive on each side of the road. If you look far off into the background, this road goes on forever, and I couldn't really see how in the world that we could just be driving down this giant road with just occasional speed boosts. It just doesn't seem that exciting or interesting. It almost makes me feel like something is about to happen after this scene. So maybe these aren't just items that you can get on specific tracks, but instead they actually change those specific tracks, kind of like the Wonder Flower, but it's just not a Wonder Flower. Imagine if somebody picks this up, this whole entire highway gets filled with cars. It's just like rush hour, and there's tons of semis and cars everywhere, kind of like Toad's Turnpike, but to the max, where literally you have to drive perfect in order to not hit anybody. It could be some type of special event that makes everything just start shaking and is a giant earthquake that actually splits the road, and it forces the racers to drive around the holes, the potholes in a road, or maybe even drive off of the highway itself and start driving in the dirt sections on the left and right side. Could be really cool also. Something else that'd be probably really harmless for one of the first tracks in a game, and something that would just be a cool thing, is if it changed like the time of day, making it sunset or even nighttime could be really cool as well. In fact, there's a part of the trailer where it looks like there could be either speakers or lights where maybe they could be used if everything turned to night. Or shoot, maybe they just decide to have something to do with the actual Yoshi's Burger place, where maybe tons of burgers fly all over the track and you can pick them up for a speed boost, kind of like mushrooms, or something else to do with food. We really don't know. This very well may not be related at all, but it is odd that they showed off Super Mario Odyssey as a game that can work with backwards compatibility. I mean, they could have shown off any Mario game. Mario Odyssey, any of the sports games, any of the RPG games, even new Super Mario Brothers. Why did they choose Super Mario Brothers Wonder? Well, maybe it's because it's the most recent new Mario game technically, but then you can argue Mario and Luigi Brothership, so maybe it's the newest kind of mainline Mario game, which is Mario Wonder. Either way, it is weird that they showed this one off, and it might hint at the fact that maybe there's some mechanic from that game coming to the new Mario Kart, just like the Wonder effects. I mean, people online are already saying that the models look very similar to that of classic Mario from like the 64 era, and even those of Super Mario Bros. Wonder. So maybe there was some inspiration there, and maybe parts of Wonder will be coming to this next Mario Kart. Whatever this mysterious new bag item is, I'm definitely interested. I feel like it could be the brand new mechanic. Since Mario Kart 8 has always been about zero grav, maybe this is a new thing that happens with every single track, making each and every track even more dynamic than the last. I can't wait to find out more about this game, but let me know in the comments down below what you think this mysterious grocery bag or lunch bag is. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe before you head out, and like always, I'll see you all on the next one. See ya, guys.